Hey again, guys. Today I want to talk about labels. That's why I'm wearing probably my weirdest hat. And also I just got a shower and my hair's a little messed up, and I don't want to be on camera with my hair looking silly. So whatever. Personal issues. Yeah, this is a request from a friend. Early I was confused on what I should talk about tonight. And he suggested labels. And when it comes to labels, there's good ones, there's bad ones, but they're all, in my opinion, and how I feel God feels about it, they're pointless. You are who you are, and if you're gonna have a label, it's one you put on yourself. That should be it, period. Labels I put on myself: I'm a gamer, I'm a weirdo, nerd, geek, I'm a multitude of crap. And, the main label I love using is Jesus Freak. All my Jesus Freaks, like this video, where I will make a video of me crying, and you will not be happy. I'm just saying. I don't look good crying, I'm just saying. But when it comes to labels, they really, really tend to hurt people. When I was in elementary school, I never had to deal with that. I was never the little kid that got made fun of in elementary school, at least. Once I got up to middle school, it kind of got a little worse. I was trying to find out the right crowds to hang out with, the cool kids, which was funny because I was always an outcast, but I hung out with four of the coolest guys in there. And, a label was what led me to do everything I ended up doing that got me diagnosed with diabetes. So, when it comes to labels, the only label that really makes any difference is the fact that you're God's child. Okay, that's about it. You need to be God's child. You need to be God's servant. You need to be brothers and sisters in Christ. You need to be Jesus' bride. We all need to be Jesus' bride. I'm really trying not to sidetrack here, because when it comes to labels, it hits home. And then I see kids that are so much younger than I am, who are either young in their faith or are trying to get into it, and just the pain of these labels are keeping them from really following Christ as well as they can. So I'm really trying to stay focused on labels, period, in this video. There are certain labels that you set yourself up for to be called: posers, weirdos, goth, dork, loser. Those are some of the ones I ever dealt with. I'm sorry, but when it comes to labels, the only time they even need to make a difference to you is when you and your friends are sitting there thinking of what words describe you, and if y'all end up labeling yourselves, then okay, sure, I I say I'm a weirdo. I say most of my friends in First Presbyterian Church of Pascagoula, we're all weirdos. We're absolutely insane, but in a good way. I'm not sitting here saying we're weird. Don't come hang out with us. If you are looking for a church, I say you should either go to First Presbyterian Church of Pascagoula or Oasis Church. Shout out to my friend Cody's church. He loves that place. She loves it. And I hear their coffee shop's pretty good. Anyway, labels hurt, you know what I mean? And even if you don't mean anything bad about what you say when you label somebody, you should make sure the person knows that, whether it's before or after you've labeled the person, quote unquote. Because, people claim I labeled this guy because, his job, brought that label to him. It was a label that he was obviously put on because of his job or because of his favorite sport or whatever, and that's generally not true. It's their first impressions on people. That's period. I have not met somebody who has labeled someone besides two of the main factors because they found something with the person that they don't enjoy, that irks them, that annoys them, that just irritates them, and they're like, I'm gonna call them out on that by calling them some label that just makes them realize, oh, well, I play games too much, and this guy doesn't like that, so I must try to stop playing games, or I'm heavier than most people, and this guy thinks that's funny, or this guy thinks it's annoying, or this guy thinks I'm ugly because of it, or whatever. I'm just ranting. So when you're trying to label somebody and not out of like a friendly way, like I labeled our youth group as weird, it's hurtful, period. Because, from the words of Mike Shinoda from Lincoln Park or Fort Minor, you can put a label on life, you can put a label on lifestyle. Guy's a rapper, you label him a rapper. You label him a bad dude because he cusses. You label him a bad dude because he drinks alcohol. Meanwhile, the whole while he could be doing things that, you as a Christian should be doing. You know what I'm saying? There's so many things that it's just stupid. Like, oh, this guy, let me put it this way. I have a friend who was talking to me about how she's turning 21 this month or next month, and how she was like, yay, my family's going to be giving me money, I'm going to be able to get some stuff, I'm going to be able to, buy the things I wanted. And then she realized, wait, I'm turning 21. No, they're going to all be buying me shots. Now, me, I can't stand alcohol. I've never tasted it. But when I'm diabetic, I shouldn't drink it, period. And secondly, my father is, and probably will forever be, a really huge alcoholic. And so it runs in my genes. And I'm not about to sit here and let myself become an alcoholic, so I'm never going to taste it. I will forever be the designated driver, I promise you that. And I don't really care for seeing other people drink either. Now, I don't mind if you have 1-2 beers, and you're tipsy or whatever, but when you get yourself drunk, and you're making a fool of yourself, there's no point in that. I have nothing against people drinking. I just have it against people getting drunk, having one-night stands, running in traffic because they're drunk and they don't know what they're doing. That's stupid, and there's really no point for it. So, me as the guy who can't stand alcohol, I could have sat there when she said, my family's going to buy me shots. Well, I don't want to be, I could have said, well, you're a drunk, I don't want to be friends with you. And that's labeling somebody. And that, again, it's stupid. Because you don't know, she may, you guys bought shots, she may, let's say there's 50 people at this party, and each one buys her one shot, that's 50 shots, she may drink 3 of them and leave the rest. I don't know. She may drink them all. I don't know. That's for her to decide to do, and not for me to judge, because I'm not the judge of people. There's the big point of this whole video. We can't judge one another. We can sit here and say, he sits there and doesn't talk to anybody, he's a loner, emo, goth kid, that girl cakes herself in makeup, so she just wants attention, and, she's I'm not going to say the word, but still, you get what I'm saying. We can sit here and do that all day. Meanwhile, while we're doing that, God's probably sitting up there, or God is probably just there, since he's everywhere. He's probably just sitting there shaking his head, saying, what the flip are you doing? You think you're any better than that person? Because, you serve me? No. If you're gonna put a label on somebody, after the point I just made, we're always gonna judge people. We will. It's ingrained in us. It's one of the things we have to ask God to help us with. But if you're going to sit here and make it a point to judge somebody, anyone, go into your bathroom and look in the mirror first. And go ahead and label yourself everything you can think of before you even dare walk out that door. If it's daytime where you are now, whenever you walk out the door today, or if it's nighttime, whenever you walk out the door tomorrow, or tonight if you're going out somewhere, which if you're, most of the people I think are going to watch this video, you were too young to be going out this late, don't you dare go out that door and look at somebody who maybe has dirtier clothes than you, or somebody who's got an awkward style haircut, or wears just different clothes than you, and call them weird, or laugh at them and mock them. Don't go see a girl who's heavier than you and scream and laugh it up with your friends. Oh, look at how fat she is. Don't you dare. Don't go out and see a girl caked in makeup and instantly assume she's like a slut or something. Okay, there, I said it. Don't go out there and do that, because for all you know, she'd be teased in school already for not wearing makeup and being called ugly. And so she might be trying to hide her insecurities with all this makeup. We need to go out into this world and show these people that no matter what they look like, to us and to God, they're beautiful, okay? We're all beautiful, that's it. There's no other label that a human should put on another human being just because of the way they look. Nikki 6, 6 a.m. SIXX A.M. Look them up and find their song Skin and listen to that. Because that shows the point of what I'm trying to make. I'm running out of time. Have a good night, guys. Peace out.